I've met with several different professors or representatives of the universities. None of them were able to fully articulate what it would take to become a licensed marriage and family therapist until I met Dr. Dominguez.
I had the pleasure of first meeting Dr. Dominguez at the start of COVID.
I was amazed when I first met her because she was the first Latina psychologist doctor that I've ever met.
She deconstructs everything down of what it means to be a professor. She comes in as a human being first.
The self-reflection we did, the readings, the discussions in class were very powerful.
She was like fearless and was like, no, we're gonna talk about white supremacy, and we're not gonna just talk about it. You're going to process your own white supremacy.
How she was able to bring up race, gender into all the conversations we have.
That experience has helped me to kind of connect all these sort of loose parts of myself into sort of a more cohesive whole when I am communicating with different audiences.
A lot that stuck with me is lean into it instead of backing away from that conversation. So that is an approach that I want to use in my personal life and professional life.
This class was not just a class for me. It was a pivotal moment in my life.
So that is what I'm taking with me a lot. It's just this resiliency and this newfound internal strength that I didn't have before.
I think working with families who were separated as a result of immigration processes, that is work that has really changed my life.
She lifts up and amplifies the voices and stories and circumstances of people who are on the margins.
People expect you to be a particular little girl. Little Danny was struggling. Oh, Danielita did not like to wear dresses.
Asking relevant questions, but making you think deeper about yourself and the world.
I look at the world differently after her class than I did before it. And I even told another professor that.
She's not afraid to make you uncomfortable, but it's through that uncomfortableness that helps us grow as students.
So she did the two classes that were the most uncomfortable classes for me. One was on sex and the other was on race.
Like, we have questions in class and they're outrageous because the topics are outrageous, and she will dive headfirst into it. It's like, all right, you guys want to know about this? Then let's go into it.
The most heroic thing that you can do, as Bell Hooks would say, is to radically love others.
Her level of compassion and centering this work, this social justice work with humans at the center of it, is inspiring.
And I just think she's like the kind of psychologist that we all need.
Because of her culture and because she's a woman, I think she brings more of this nuance and flavor and richness into this serve and return.
Transforming how we look at marriage and family therapy.
Yeah, my grandmother's everything to me. She is an indigenous woman who has worked really hard. She is someone who didn't have the access to formal education, but she has passed on wealth of information. If she did that, in the midst of the circumstances that she had to live through, we could do it. Because she is energetic. If you go through my Instagram, you will see her dancing. Her cumbias and her banda and her, all of that. Really wanting to express my gratitude for everything that she did for us through actions.
Thank you so much, Daniela, for everything.
Sincere thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Dr. Dominguez.
Sonoma County and beyond is so lucky to have you.
Lo que me hace sentir más orgullosa es que a pesar de los años que lleva en Estados Unidos, nunca perdió sus raíces y nunca olvidó lo que le dijo mi madre, su abuela. Nunca pierdas eso, hija, tu labor es increíble, tu fuerza es increíble, tu amor es increíble, tu entrega es increíble.
Y estoy feliz, orgullosa de tener una nieta como ella. Muchísimas gracias por todo y felicidades, Daniela. Te sabes muy bien que te adoro.
Si enseñamos a los niños a aceptar la diversidad como algo normal, no será necesario hablar de inclusión, sino de convivencia. Gracias, hermana, por dejar este legado en mi familia y seguramente en muchas otras personas. Te amo.
To receive the Puente Ganas Award in the individual category, please welcome to the stage Dr. Daniela Domínguez. Para recibir el reconocimiento en la categoría individual, démosle la bienvenida a la doctora Daniela Domínguez.